Chapter 3 of Sinners and Saviors. The next morning. I still can't believe what happened last night. Why would the Empress and my involvement in the case, and how could she brush aside my warnings like that? By now, her men will have seized all the evidence we've collected on the case, but I can't give up now. I have to see this through to the end. Hey guys, welcome back to Detective D, The Silk Road's Murders. In the last episode we finished off episode 2, and now we are about to start episode 3. Well, the Empress has deprived us of our right to investigate the case. But, of course, Detective D is no one to be pushed around. So we are going to have our own little investigation, it seems. So let's have a look outside first, the capital city of Chang'an. I am fond of the time I spent here during my imperial examinations. Father served here as an imperial counselor for some years, but despite all that, the city never quite felt like home. A promotion as the magistrate of such an important region will come with a lot of responsibility. I hope I can live up to my father's good name. Oh, we had that already, I think. We had also a look at this. Can we write into the journal? I don't need to edit. Okay, so we don't need right now. Alright, so let's move to the courtyard then. I guess we will just have to have a look around first. We have been here. I guess we will have to talk... Why did I do that? Okay, I just walked there, which I actually didn't want to do. But I think we want to go to the lobby and speak to the people.
Magistrate D, there you are. Have you heard? The Empress sent our over Imperial guards in the middle of the night to confiscate all the evidence we had on the 3 unsolved murders. The notes, the roses, even the bodies. They took everything and ordered us to stand down. Why is Her Majesty doing this?
Knowingly or unknowingly, it seems the Empress is somehow connected to all this. We need to find out how.
But our orders were supposed to stop the investigation.
The victims deserve justice. How can I continue wearing this uniform if I do not honestly perform my duty? Come what may, justice will prevail.
I'm with you, Magistrate D.
You're a good man, Lieutenant Ma. I'm grateful to have you on my side, but we'll need to work discreetly.
Of course, sir. You can rely on me. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. When the Imperial Guards came to take the evidence, they sort of left something behind. Or, to be more accurate, I kept something from them.
What do you mean?
You see, when we finished gathering all the evidence on the flower boat last night, I had the sudden urge to make copies of the killer's unknown markings.
You mean the pair of strange symbols on each of the notes he left behind?
Yes, exactly. At first I wasn't sure why, but those symbols somehow seemed familiar. Then it occurred to me. When I was a boy, my grandmother once showed me a poem that she had written as a young woman. As she read it to me, I stared at the wrinkled piece of paper in her hands with a confused expression. The characters I saw were nothing like those I had learned in school. My grandmother passed away that winter. Regrettably, I never had a chance to ask her about the origin of those mysterious symbols, nor did I ever see that poem again. I know this may sound strange, but the symbols on the killer's notes, they remind me of the symbols in my grandmother's poems. Here, you can have the copies I made.
Copied symbols added to inventory. That's very interesting. What are your thoughts on the case?
I'm at a loss, sir. On one hand, we are tasked to apprehend a savage killer, and on the other, we are subservient to the whims of the Imperial Court. Where is the line that separates loyalty and blind servitude? How can we walk it and still serve the cause of justice?
Oh, that's very deep, Lieutenant Ma. What do we go? Well, do not doubt. Okay, get rid of the doubt in your mind and you may see your goals with more clarity. All of us are held accountable for the power we wield. Even the highest ranked among us is not immune, not from the will of the people.
Thank you, Magistrate D. For a moment there, I thought life as a lowly official in the countryside may have suited me better, but you've given me a renewed sense of purpose and confidence.
Tell me more about your grandmother.
My grandmother grew up in a small rural town in the province of Jingyan. Although she endured a hard country life, she always had a delightful sense of humor that could light up a room.
And despite her rural upbringing, she was able to write poetry?
I suppose that's a bit strange, isn't it? I never really questioned it, but I suppose she must have picked up some language skills as an adult. She was a very smart woman. I wouldn't be surprised if she learned to read and write on her own.
Thank you, Lieutenant Ma.
Whatever you need, sir.
Alright, we are going to have a look at the note immediately, of course. So these are the symbols, huh? Lieutenant Ma carefully copied down the killer's mysterious markings. Based on his story about his grandmother's poems, these could be characters that belong to a larger writing system, perhaps one lost to time or created in secret. I need to do some research. I should pay a visit to the Imperial Library. Interesting. Do you have anything else to tell us? No, you don't. Okay. Alright. The lookup... I need not going down there now. Maybe we want to also talk to Corona Yao. There he is. Okay, so nothing here of interest except for Corona Yao. He looks restless. Corona Yao, you wanted a word with me?
You're damn right we're going to have a word. In all my years of this job, I've not once had my dead subjects removed from my care. What did you do to incite such fury from the Empress?
I only did my job.
Well, either you're really bad or really good at it, because I've never seen anything like this. Such a mess. It's all a big, awful mess.
Corona Yao, is something else bothering you? You seem troubled.
2 years. For 2 years she cast me aside. Then last night, she suddenly reappears. For a fleeting moment I thought everything was going to be all right, but I was foolish. She could never forgive me. No matter, I'm fine. I'm doing just fine. The case, that's all that matters now. Tell me, dear NGA, will you continue to investigate this case, or would you rather cower in obscurity?
I think you and I have more in common than you think. As long as I am investigating magistrate, I will continue to seek justice for those in need.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Now, how can I help you?
What are your thoughts on the case?
You have my full support. Whatever you choose to do. I'm a has-been, I never was, they can't hurt me. But remember, be careful who you choose as your enemy. This town's not for the faint of heart. And it doesn't take a genius to know something fishy is going on. But perhaps you're just the right man to find out what that something is.
It's my privilege to have you as an ally, Corona Yao. Were you able to conduct full autopsies on the 2 victims last night?
I certainly did, but alas, my findings only confirmed what we already knew. Shi Wenyan was killed in the same manner as Zhu Linfei, while Yuan Qi tried to fight off her assailant. However, I did find something else. Here, this was tangled up in Yuan Qi's hair. It's a flower petal of some sort. I didn't think Her Majesty would mind us keeping such a small, insignificant item.
Winks! Single rose petal added to inventory. A petal? This must have fallen off the rose that the killer left behind.
It certainly looks like it. But there's more. Take a closer look at it. Can you see, or rather feel something different about it?
You're right. Despite its appearance, it doesn't feel like the flesh of a real rose petal. Why didn't I notice this before?
The stems must have been real, but the petals are man-made. If, like everyone else, you were holding the stems to inspect those roses, you would have missed it.
Yes, of course. This material resembles silk, but it's firm and soft at the same time. I've never seen silk like this before.
Neither have I, but I may know someone who has. In the central market, there's a silk merchant named Gu Chuan. No one knows more about silk than he does. You should pay him a visit.
Who did you encounter last night?
That's none of your business.
Thank you, Corona Yao. Well, I think we know. It's his daughter. At least I think it's his daughter. Alright, so we do have some clues. We have a rose petal. We're gonna have a look at it too. A man-made rose petal imagery used is reminiscent of silk. If the killer acquired this fabric somewhere, I may be able to trace its purchase back to him. Corona Yao said I should speak to a silk merchant named Gang Wan in the central market. Alright, so we have choices here. The question is, do we go to the library first, or do we go to the central market? That's the only thing of interest here. And maybe Justice Department. So this is where we are. This is the Imperial Library. This is the central market. I feel like we are going to go to the central market first. And have a look around, of course. There's Gangwan already. Let's have a look at the silk rolls first. There's an impressive variety of silk on display, but none of these match the silk petal from the crime scene. There's cat food here. Looks like cat food. Visuals on the menu today. Can we take it? Why? Good question, but might come in handy at some point. Let's have a look at the chair. A well-worn chair used by patrons of the soup stand. No, I don't feel like sitting down now. A table for customers of the soup stand. I don't have time for that. That's what you think. What about these posters? Some posters advertising various services. Nothing really interesting. Oh, a cat! I wonder how he got up there. Can we take the cat food now? No, we can't. Okay, that's fine. What else is going on here? There's soup. Mrs. Chow. Fishball soup, it smells delicious. There's lots going on here. Okay, there's an umbrella. Can we take that? Someone's left the umbrella here. Never underestimate the usefulness of a quality umbrella. There we go, we got an umbrella. This umbrella is in great condition. Its tip is surprisingly pointy. Okay, that might be interesting later. Let's have a look at the flowers here. Basket of fresh flowers. And no, these are not made of silk. They're the real thing. That's the same, right? Yeah, basket, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're gonna start by talking to her, I think. Her bright and friendly face matches the welcoming allure of her flowers. I have no reason to talk to her. I need to focus on the clues at hand. So, no, okay. So he won't talk to her. Can't talk to this person. But we could talk to Miss Cho if we wanted to. I'm sorry, we're not selling any soup today. I suppose that's fine. I wasn't really looking for a meal. I'm sorry for rudeness. I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. My poor Momo, he's in trouble. Momo? Is that a relative of yours? No, don't be silly. I'm talking about my closest companion of all. My beloved cat Momo. Oh. Look at him, up there. On the awning. Yeah, we already noticed that cat. Oh, he's cute. I'm not that much of a cat person, to be honest, but still. He's stranded and he can't get down. God knows how he got up there in the first place. My Momo's a gentle, timid soul. He never climbs on anything. Someone must have startled him. I've been trying to get him down all morning. Nothing's worked. He won't even come down for his favorite dish of fresh fish. Let's go with I'll bring him down. Don't worry, I'll help you bring him down. You will? Thank you so much. You're some kind of officer, aren't you? I knew it when I saw you. You have bright and kind eyes. My Momo is in luck. Alright, so you won't talk to us until Momo is coming down, huh? What about... Can we take it now? Let's see if our little friend is hungry. Aha. Before we do that, let's have a look at it. I think it's cat food, fresh fish by the looks of it. So, can we just do this? I can't reach him. Can we combine this with the umbrella? A fish skewer of sorts. Umbrella's fish skewer added to inventory. Okay, so here we go. I don't think that's a good idea. Why not? Pointy fish thing. Can't see how that would help. Okay. So we need something else still, huh? What about the table? No. Maybe the chair? Aha! Now all of a sudden. Hey, kitty, kitty! I think I got this. I got his attention. There we go. Gotcha. All right, so we solved that puzzle. Thank you so much for rescuing my little Momo. Think nothing of it, Mrs. Cho. I'm glad Momo is safe and sound. Now we can talk. Thank you so much for rescuing my little Momo. Nothing of safe and sound. Okay, that's all. Fishbowl smells delicious. Okay, for some reason that didn't do anything, but maybe it will be of interest later. Okay, hungry little fellow, aren't you? Okay, I guess it's time to talk to Geng Won. He's dressed in silk from head to toe. Suiting for a window.
Oh, I see you're looking at my fine silks. Does the distinguished gentleman require any assistance picking out the right fabric today? My shop is renowned for its unique assortment of silks. Dare I say, you'll not find a better collection in all of the empire.
You have quite a selection, but I'm afraid I won't be buying anything today. My name is D. Rengier. I am an investigating magistrate. I've come because I need to identify the provenance of a peculiar piece of fabric which I believe to be a rare variety of silk. In short, I require the assistance of an expert silk trader. I heard you're one of the best in the city.
Ah, you flatter me, Magistrate D. My name is Geng Won. What can I do to assist you?
Tell me about yourself. Have you always worked around silk?
Some find it strange when I tell them I loved silk since I was a little boy. Couldn't get enough of it. I'd often sneak into my mother's dressing room to roll around in her silk dresses just to feel the coolness of the material's embrace. But I digress. It called me and I answered. My passion for it has put me where I am. I can't complain.
I need to identify this piece of silk. What can you tell me about it?
Let me see that. Where did you get this?
It was left behind at a crime scene.
Oh dear, there must be some kind of a mistake. This fabric, I'd recognize it anywhere. It is one of my creations.
One of yours?
Yes, a rare silk that is thick yet soft, sturdy yet elegant. I designed it as a
sorry guys.
I designed it as a decorative fabric to be made into curtains and valances. But it was a failure as a commercial product. People lamented its weight and thickness. They also complained that it was overpriced. But there was one person who was able to make use of it, a block printer named Gu Chuan. He said the silk was perfect for a new printing method he was developing.
Aha, interesting. Tell me more about Gu Chuan.
I can tell you what I know, but it isn't much.
Do you know where I can find Gu Chuan?
I can't really help you there. Unless I'm dealing with a bigger buyer, I don't usually request an address. But you may want to speak to the soup stander over there. Mrs. Cho, I think he eats there from time to time.
When's the last time you saw him?
He came by a few months ago, told me he was retiring. Something about his protege betraying him. I haven't seen him since. He looked depressed if you ask me. But then again, I'm no physician.
Thank you for the information.
Sure thing.
Alright, we got a clue already. Discovered a connection between the silk used by the killer and a man named Gu Chuan. And we are of course going to talk to Mrs. Cho about this immediately. Thank you so much for rescuing my little Momo. Think nothing of it, Mrs. Cho. I'm glad Momo is safe and sound. I'm investigating Magistrate Re-Range EA. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes, of course.
Tell me about yourself. How long have you had this soup stand?
I started selling soup in this market 25 years ago. I loved it so much and it never bothered me getting married. Ha! Didn't really see the need anyway. Too much hassle if you ask me. All I need is my Momo and my loyal customers.
Oh, crazy cat lady. A little bit of a trope, but it's fine. It's fine. It kind of fits her because with the fish soup and Momo, it's fine. About Gu Chuan. I'm trying to locate a man named Gu Chuan. I believe he is a regular customer of yours.
Ah, Gu Chuan, the block printer. I don't know anything about him other than his occupation. He tends to come at different hours of the day and likes to keep to himself. Too bad, really. If I ever did get married, he'd be a good candidate. Anyway, he eats here at least once a week. Loves my fishball soup. In fact, he was here just yesterday afternoon.
He was here yesterday? Are you sure?
Yes, quite. He came by late in the afternoon. Had 3 bowls of soup while playing with Momo. They get along so well. He stayed for a while too. I remember because by the time he got up to leave, the sun was coming down.
When he was here yesterday, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Something he might have said or done?
No, I can't say that I did. He had his favorite soup, then he left. Oh wait, yes, I remember now. Before leaving, he got up and looked at the advertisements on the wall over there. I think he stood there for a little while before taking one of them.
Why would Gu Chuan be a good candidate for marriage?
He seems to love cats. I saw him pet Momo in the gentlest way. That's a man I can admire.
Have a good day, Mrs. Cho.
Farewell, Magistrate D. I hope you come back and try my soup next time.
If Gu Chuan was here yesterday afternoon, then he has an alibi for at least one of the murders. Nonetheless, I need to question him to find out his involvement. And we will have to have another look at the posters here. Okay, poster 1. These posters are advertising services at 2 different locations. If I can deduce which poster Gu Chuan took with him, I may be able to track him down. So, it's definitely this one. Yeah, okay, so let's take this one. Let's examine the torn one first. Mrs. Cho said she saw Gu Chuan take a poster before leaving. He must have taken the one in the middle, but he didn't tear off the tear off the paper cleanly. I can see red ink on the paper fragment he left behind. The title in green ink reads Kung Fu. This is an advertisement for a martial arts demonstration. It is taking place today at the Green Bow Academy. The title in the red ink reads Musical Show. This is an advertisement for a musical performance. It is taking place today at the Golden Gate Theatre. The red ink on the torn poster matches that of the musical performance poster. It may be a long shot, but there's a chance Gu Chuan will be visiting the Golden Gate Theatre today. I should mark it on my map. Alright, so we have done that. Oh, we had that. Sorry guys, I just was a little bit over eager once more. Okay, so will we be able to talk to her now? I have no reason to talk to her. Okay, well if that's the case, I guess we will... Where are we going next? Are we keeping track of Gu Chuan? Or are we going to go to the Imperial Library? Maybe we should just keep track of the vendor. Ah, there's Gu Chuan already. Okay, we'll have a little look around. We are almost done with this episode, but we still have some time left. The sign outside introduced them as the famous Zhu twins, twin sisters of Canton. They are performing beautifully on the pipa. I don't know what a pipa is, but what else is going on here? Nothing else, right? No, there's nothing else that we can actually check out here. But at least we can talk to Mr. Chuan. Or Mr. Gu. He's an older man with a small frame. It seems unlikely he could have overpowered the victims the way the killer did. Alright guys, but I'm really sorry. We will have to talk to Mr. Gu on the next episode of Detective D, The Silk Rose Murders. See you then.